Alright, so yeah, I'm here talking about the 2012 thing, right? So I'm just thinking about it. I'm looking up, I'm doing my research and stuff, and you know what? I believe that stuff like this is happening in Africa, in certain parts of Africa, and in areas around Uganda. I do believe it's happening. But if you look into some of the more local thing, more of the local aspect of it, looking at it from the people's point of view, then you realize that that like it's not as bad as it's being shown, but it is still bad. Like it's happened, but the the point of where they're showing it is so far back that it's it's distorting the history. It's taking something that happened a long time ago, like 5 years ago, which isn't a long time ago, but it still happened 5 years ago, and putting it in today's time. So therefore, making it seem like the land is lawless and the people are crazy and stuff like that. But yes, Kony is a bad guy, and I'm totally for, catching him, sending him to jail, doing, just getting what you need done, just get rid of Kony and stuff like that. But just looking at the information, like watching the video and then looking at the reaction of Ugandan people and looking at reactions of just talking to all I have a lot of African friends. Where I live, there's a lot of African friends, and they even they're disappointed in the fact that just how many people's jumping on this bandwagon. Oh, stop Kony, stop Kony. Yeah, we need to stop Kony, but just like the information that was presented to them, and for they know what's going on because they check into their country's information. They look at Africa as each individual countries, and then they look at Africa news in the world as its continent. So they know what's going on between different countries and so on and so forth. So then they get all this information talking about how some Ugandan dude is going around and killing a bunch of people. I'd be kind of offended too if I were them. It's making it seem like Africa's a lawless place, and it's really not. Like you got some crazy lawless people going on. You got some stuff going on in the Congo that could be, we can get people on there. Like, but ultimately, it's no matter what you do, you can't as like people looking at it from the outside in, we really can't do too much unless they call out for help. If they're not calling out for help, then we can't go over there and help them. We can let the world know that it's happening, and if the Ugandan government decides, hey, we need calls in for some help, let's go give them some help. It's just like, hey, we need help over here, and it's like, you know, it's just more than. And then the idea of the fact is we're going in to help. It's just, yeah, we're gonna go in to help, and so we're just gonna see the econ. Also, you got to think about it like this: everything's an economical gain. So if there's something to be gained by going into Uganda and help, or not into Uganda, but the area surrounding Uganda, and removing the LRA from this area of Africa, and it could be beneficial to the defense of a country and to the what's that word? Defense and the economical standpoint of the country, then it'll be fine for them. That they will definitely go in because it benefits them in some way, shape, or form. Now, all I'm just saying is do some research. There's like a bunch of people responding to the Kony 2012. They're looking at the information, and the fact is that they're naming it Kony 2012. That's kind of iffy to me because if the dude's so bad, why? I mean, like I know you want to make his name a household name, but we didn't go around saying Adolf Hitler 1942. You know, we didn't go around promoting Adolf Hitler's name. What we did was we during that time we talked like when we found out about the atrocities that they were doing, we put out the atrocities and who was perpetrating it. But we didn't go around Hitler 1942, Hitler 1942. No, we went in and let's go kick some Nazi butt. Uh, you know, I don't. The only thing I see different between Kony and Hitler is Kony doesn't have a legit like a government of a country, but he has soldiers, he has weapons, he has somewhere he's getting money. So it's just, those are the only two different. That's the only thing I see differently, is that Kony doesn't have like a legitimate government stamp, like a country, an area where he can call Konyland or whatever the thing is. But I'm just saying, guys, like, do your research on it, look it up, because we're not getting told the whole truth, and we can do much better by supplying, like, or like getting in contact with like agencies that's already over there. And I'm not saying don't go with the Invisible Children's Inc. Like, you can go with them if you want, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of organizations over there. Like, you can look up on Google, like, and find stuff like that. So it's just look up your information. If you want to help, try to find more direct ways of helping. Because I've known about like the Invisible Children since I was in eighth grade, and with the amount of like publicity we were doing, like that was in eighth grade, you'd think that it would be more like more people would be talking about it and stuff like that. So something I'm just saying, some may not be adding up, or just maybe me, but there's a lot of things that you can look into and look and consider. So just look around you, look at some inner information, stuff like that. The world's not exactly as it seems, but if we work together, we can make it a better place, guys. All right, peace.